explain it.
But I heard from someone, if the patient suffer from the Luomai problem, and then we should treat the Luomai instead of the
Yes,
Zhengmai.
if you do find out, because again, Luomai and Jingmai, they do link together. The way of that, because the Luomai connecting the yin organ meridian and the yang organ, connecting together, and also they link to those orifices, which is where the meridian, yang meridian reaching and going passing, like mouths and those, they're all linked together. And also the law connecting point on every jing of every meridian this is the only direct line linking to your meridians, to the law connecting meridians. Yeah. So if that's covered, that also, do you remember the yang qi, the defensive qi and neutral qi? They are not completely separated. They're coming from, they both are coming from the gathering qi, right? They transform into each other if necessary, right? So by adjusting your defensive qi, you can adjust your neutral qi. And neutral qi and blood, they also can be inter-transformable. Yeah. So if that is a problem with the Luomai, like you can see a lot of like varicose veins, you can see blood extended or angry, the veins on the surface, that is actually showing a blockage. Yeah, the blockage on the law connecting may lead to the blockage of the jing problems. So in that case, you do bloodletting on the law connecting, they will help with the jing problems. Yeah. So people are treating, you do find out like I don't know the number of this point now. Bladder, you know, what's the number of that? 40. Okay. Bladder 40. Bladder 40 only works for back pains when you do see veins going across that, or when that point is very painful for back pain. If that point doesn't really feel much pain or anything, that point doesn't normally work immediately for back pain.
Well, okay, I qualify that, right? I think you have to feel a difference under your fingers, right? So I think if the point feels very deficient, maybe it doesn't have to be painful.
That's interesting, is?
That's just what I would say. I think you have to have eyes in the tips of your fingers.
Yes, that's right, yes, yeah.
And you have to feel a difference.
That's right,
Whether
yes.
the patient feels it or not.
Doesn't matter.
No.
Yeah. This is your feeling.
Yeah.
Your feeling. And also the pains when you press the points, it feels empty.
Yeah.
And sometimes painful, sometimes not. So, up until this point, I still can't tell you what does that mean. But only my discoveries, some of the points, if they feel much sharper, that normally indicates the problem is more serious on that side. Yeah, whether it's empty, feels hollow, or feels very, very tight and excess, doesn't matter. If it's sharper, this side problems. But I think, to me, if it's severely deficient, the point is very, very hollow, it doesn't show much pain. Okay.
So according to what we're just saying now, can I please take you back a little bit to the case study, where it says the coupling has not left any mark on the affected area. Does that go back to this theory now, you're saying that the jing and the lu?
Yes, yeah. So what do you want
So you're saying her Wishi is so deficient that it is not even no mark?
That's right. If there's no blockages, there's mainly a deficiency that can still cause the pain, and usually the cupping doesn't leave any marks.
So that the deficiency is affecting the Wi? Is that what you're saying?
The way, you mean?
The way, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Wait, if you see the marks, yeah, they're quite often indicates affecting the law already, because they're pretty quite on the surface.
Yeah.
Yeah, affecting the people, affecting the sun law of law.
I'm still confused with this Jing-Lo system.
Why?
I don't know. It's too true to comprehend. I'm sorry, but that's me.
Okay, right. Leave it that one, because
Let's leave it that
it's not that. It's still. I think this is still kind of because I've looked into books and things like this. None of the book has told us about the steps of the meridians.
No.
Yeah, so this is only my imagination,
Right.
my visualization, right? But according to the writings of Liuzhong and also the function of the meridians and the relevance of kind of the presentation of illness and troubles, I can only imagine they are in these steps, distribution. Yeah. So.
But can you translate it in English then? Because I think it's very difficult to read when you cannot read Chinese. I think the picture is very difficult to understand because it's not clear for me.
Okay.
So maybe another time, but maybe you can.
Yeah, I'll try to.
translate.
I'll try to kind of update it
Yes.
later on by
Yes,
myself.
that would be
But
best.
If the other classmates has got these translation on their book, you can borrow that moment for your reference. But for me to do, it might take several days really to.
I translate for you.
We can write it.
I translate for
We
you.
can write it on the
Okay.
board. If this is on the this is
Yeah.
a whiteboard, right?
Yeah, it is,
Yeah.
yeah.
During the break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who
No,
cannot understand the Chinese part?
no, I was trying to come through the window, but that's what I want. I made some notes on the request, too late.
So it's a gene law system. That's the 12 meridian. Okay. And this affiliated to the 12 meridian. 12 divergent. 12. Because they're all named 12, that means they all go along with the meridian, 12 meridian. So the area is much bigger, but they're all going along the pathway of the meridian. 12, this is what called muscular tendinous. And 12 cutaneous, or you could call skin region. And these are the 8 extraordinary. 15 lower connecting collaterals. Sun is descendant. Descendant law system, and Fu law's floating law system.
Can we say floating channel?
No, this is the law.
Instead of law.
This is the law connecting collaterals.
I don't know in England, but in Netherlands, we are using the pinyin to describe the.
Yeah, because it's quite difficult. It took me a while to find all this proper.
Opinion
names.
doesn't make sense though.
Yeah,
Well, this is the first time I've
English
heard of
people.
a floating law.
Doesn't make any sense.
The Sun law
but
descendant
they
law.
need to
Yeah.
remember.
They are more
For
smaller.
example, as the
Those are the little
men,
tiny
they need
veins
to remember
on the skin.
code.
Yeah.
Just channel.
I'm curious what you think. In the Lingshu, it says that the way is outside the vessels. And-
Way transfer of the kind of thing travels between the
Yeah.
vessels and the skins.
Right.
All along the here.
And the ing is inside the vessels.
Yin is the inside of vessels.
Yeah.
Yes. Yin is partially the component of blood.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it travels inside the vessels. Yeah. And then it travel along, but it's on the outer layer of the blood flow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when it's necessary, it comes into the blood flow, the sticky bit. So yin is actually the yang blood. Blood itself, blood cells in itself is the yin blood.
Mm-hmm. But just in terms of what you're saying with the 十二经脉,
Yeah.
you know, this is the question of what's the nature of qi within the 十二经脉 in the 12 channels.
That's right, yes. Yeah. So this is what I said, 十二经脉 actually has the wei qi, has the defensive qi traveling around.
But if it said, Lingshu says the wei is outside of the mai. For example, in the Yingwei Shenghui section, it says that the yin is the qing, and it's inside the clear inside the mai.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the wei is the turbid outside of the mai.
That's right.
Yeah.
No? Yeah, that's
Do you think
right.
the outside of the mai is still within the Arshir, the
Because
Shirar
this
Jing
mai is different. This mai, Jing mai and mai. That mai is the blood vessels.
Right.
Yeah, in Wei Shen Wei, that mai it refers to the blood vessels,
Not the Jing mai.
not the Jing mai.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because in the classical text they use my for everything.
Sometimes, not. But the thing is, that's the difficult part. Is in some chapters they use the word jing. Some chapters they use the word mai.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
so
right,
it's
It's confusing.
yeah.
That's right. Yes. But we hope this can clarify, what is actually happening,
Yeah.
and then for you to really start your journey of this. We always. Oh. So have you got all this writing now?
Yes.
Okay. So, what to check in palpation? Where are we checking in palpation? The locations. We start at different ways. You can start from the back. So, back, the two channels, the back shoes. Then you turn. You can start from the abdomen, from the tummy. Again, the lung channels, the kidney channels, stomach channels, spleen channels, and liver channels. Right. Then all limbs, those ones mainly, you have the 5 trusting points on each meridians, on the arms and legs. And also, if you do have a local problem, say people have nose problem, people have like runny nose or blocked nose, you palpate locally to understand the difference of the different states of the meridians of each, and then you will to understand what's happening there. Then they can also provide the clue where in detail you need to look into the meridian. Yeah. For this, the back 2 point and the tummy is mainly give you constitutional guidelines. On the limbs, on the 5 transporting points, on the local problem where the affected area is what provides a more diagnostic guidelines. So, understand the location you're going to check, then you need to know what to check, right? What kind of things you need to check. First, you need to check the skin changes. So, you need to see the color changes, if there's a little raised bump and hump, or there's a dip in the local area. Okay, and you can touch lightly, gently, check the temperature and texture of the skin. Yeah, if there's a heat, if there's cold particularly, then I'll tell you a different thing. Or if there's somewhere feels particularly very sticky, wet, or feels kind of texturally feels very noduly, different things. You can if it does feel from the rest of the body, that normally indicates something is happening. Okay.
There could be also the skin problems.
Oh yes, yeah, sure. Pressing to check resistance and pains. So pressing lightly check, not hard pressing, to see if there is, under the skin, if there is resistance, or if there is just a hollow feeling.